What's up, everyone? It's Autumn and Phil. We're back for another episode of Cape Talk, and we have a lot of topics this week. We've been out for a few.
Yeah, we've been. I think was it the premiere of The Flash, and then we took a week, I think, because life got in the way. So,
I'm moving.
Yeah, you were away actually.
I was away for a while too.
You went to a wedding and all that good stuff.
Yes. And yeah, apologize for the lighting. I don't know. We can't figure it out. We're not tech geniuses.
It'll be fixed by the next episode.
I wish we had a Felicity so we could just call her. And
seriously. Like, come on, someone.
Felicity,
somebody.
Cisco, Mr. Terrific.
Yeah,
someone.
or what's her name? Killer Frost.
She can do it too.
Catherine. Caitlin.
You got it.
Catherine. Yeah. Caitlin. But yeah, so I guess we figured to just talk about some Arrow because we never got to talk about it yet. The latest episode of The Flash, and is that it?
Maybe if we are not running overtime, just pondering the Justice League stuff.
Yeah, because some reports are coming in. We're getting down to it. It's coming up in less than a month.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, reports are coming in about runtime and
people are freaking out for no reason and already have their strong opinions, but
there's a junket gonna happen in London soon, I think. So
oh really?
Yeah, people have been saying that. So was that Umberto Gonzalez was saying that, and James Viscardi for comic book.
Interesting.
Yeah, that it was gonna.
They're attending, or
I would think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm excited for it. I don't care if it's only 2 hours. So, whatever. I'm happy. I like shorter movies, so. And they need to make up for Batman vs. Superman, so they probably had to, cut an hour off the runtime, so.
How long was that? Like 2.5?
I don't know, but it
felt like 3 hours.
It felt like 4.
That was my biggest thing, where, really?
I appreciate the sentiment, though. Me and Phil have discussed this. There are elements that we did like. But,
yeah. It's definitely not as bad as everyone says. Our opinion, anyway. People would be like, "No, it's the worst movie ever." I'm like, I don't know about that, but
taking a little too far. Yeah.
Of course. Have you not seen the Halle Berry Catwoman movie? Come on, that's the worst. But. Yeah.
You want to talk about Arrow first, since we kind of skipped it last week?
Yeah. What are we, 2 episodes in?
Yeah. We'll be 3 on Thursday.
And
the big surprise of last week was the new Green Arrow, Dig, taking on the mantle.
Yeah.
What was your first reaction?
To Dig being the Green Arrow? I don't know. I was just blah to it. I was just we talked about it last week, or earlier this week, where it was just he's having problems with, he got hurt during the explosion, so, he was going to tell Oliver about it and everything, and he just forgets about it. And, okay, yeah, I'll be the Green Arrow. And just put everyone else at risk, sure.
I think the new Canary is going to be pissed. Remember, she was the one who was on his tail.
When she finds out that he didn't tell Oliver, that's when it's going to go down, pretty much.
I thought it was funny because people are shipping, the two of them, Black Canary and Dig. But now that he's Green, so before it didn't make any sense, but now that he's Green Arrow, there's clearly going to be some issues with Lila because she doesn't fuck with that shit.
Well, I told you, I'm isn't he still married? I don't understand. So I don't know where people get, I get it, I guess. They have a lot of screen time together for some reason. I feel like that came out of the blue. But, no, I don't see it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely fan fiction, and they're reading into it wrong, I think fans these days, everything has to be something more than it is.
Yeah, just because she goes, touches his arm or something.
Or they're, good friends and they talk about life together, doesn't mean,
No, there's any romantic anything, because he's still married and has this kid, and... Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Well, whatever.
But, yeah,
people want to ship people on Arrow.
Yeah. But, I'm glad Dig gets his turn on the spotlight, but I think you pointed out that he already is in the spotlight. He's got Spartan. He's already a core member of the team. The team would be nowhere without him.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to see Green Arrow. I'm going to see Dig.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's not Green Arrow. That's Dig.
Yeah.
In a hood.
That's a good way to put it.
So, if they did it season 2, maybe, when he wasn't such an established character on the show, then I would be like, okay, yeah, I could get behind this. But since he's been through so much on his own, he had his, own episode with the Suicide Squad and all that stuff, He doesn't need to be Green Arrow. It makes sense that he could lead the team because he's probably second in command.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I don't think it's gonna last long.
Well, Stephen Amell said it is, but you never know with him.
I don't believe
he just leads people to believe certain things, and yeah.
I mean, he can't he's gonna be like this the whole season. Like, no.
I mean, definitely not for the crossover. I mean, we've seen photos, on Instagram. They weren't even set photos of, the Flash and Arrow, Stephen Amell, Grant Gustin, all suited up. So it's clear he's coming back, but.
How long? Okay, let's say how long is it gonna be Arrow?
I'll give it to the crossover, I will.
Ooh, when is the crossover?
It's coming up. It's like November 27th.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's what, 4 episodes? 5 episodes? 4 episodes.
Not counting this week?
5 then, yeah. I'll give it 5. I don't think they can
long.
I don't think they can do him dirty like that. I think they have to
I don't think
commit.
it's doing him dirty.
I think they have to commit.
What, like they did Wally dirty?
Yeah, they did do Wally dirty.
I wouldn't put it past them, I'm telling you. Like, I'll give it longer than... Maybe Barry 3. Was in the Speed Force. Yeah. I'll give it longer.
Feels like 1 episode.
I'll give it longer than we were in Flashpoint.
Yeah.
I'll give it longer than that. I'll say 2 weeks.
Okay.
This week and then next week, and then by the end of the second week, they're gonna be like, okay, you can't.
I think we might see Stephen Amell like fill in for a second. Maybe.
I think nothing to do with Stephen Amell or Oliver just taking the mantle back. It's gonna be more of Dig can't do it because of his injury.
Right.
I think that's going to play a part. And they didn't resolve that issue purposefully, I feel.
Right.
That it'll just be like, he'll be out there in the field, he'll do something, and he'll be hurt. Or, Canary already knows what's going on. So he's going to put people at risk. And then it's just going to, he's going to step down. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel it's going to
happen.
happen.
Yeah, that's true. Also, it's like, how do you become an expert archer in like a week? That's...
Oh, that's like even worse. You can't shoot a gun. You're not going to be able to like pull a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be bad.
I think it'll be pretty funny though. Watching the team, like watch him do that. Provide for some good, comedic moments, but
it's going to be a lot of fan service because they're going to have the Canary and Diggle.
Yeah, that's true.
Together. I'm like, there it is, Green Arrow Canary. You're going to be like, oh, no.
She's also like so much young. Okay, I'm not even gonna get on the topic.
You don't know that. I don't even know what their ages are supposed to be in the show.
I think Dig is quite old. I mean, he was the bodyguard of Oliver Queen. I would say he's got a good 8 years. Don't you think?
On
5?
her?
No, 5 at least on Oliver.
If Oliver is, we looked this up last time. How old is Oliver?
I think he's like 25.
He's 25 on the show?
Yeah.
Jeez.
26 maybe. I think Dig's got to be like 30.
He's got to be 30. Fine. Canary has been a cop. She was a detective already.
No, that's true.
She has to be Oliver's age.
Yeah.
If not in between. I don't think she's as old as Diggle.
Right. But anyhow.
I mean, that's fine. It's whatever. But
Tia's still in a coma. Oh. Poor Tia. Is it Thea or Tia? Because
Thea.
I hear them say it wrong on the show
Thea.
all the time.
It's definitely Thea. That's what I hear on the show all the time. It's Thea.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, Thea.
Not Tia, like my aunt. No.
Your aunt.
My titi. It's like, no, Thea and Theo.
Yeah, she's dead, I think, probably.
She's not dead. I think they'll just write her off the show.
Yeah.
Like they are now, I guess.
Yeah.
She's not William's mom dead.
Yeah, that's true.
I must say, we predicted that one.
Yeah, that was
correct.
A clear one. Yeah.
Like, we even had Thea number 2, and she was pretty much number 2.
Yeah. I mean, she had to. There's no one else.
There was no one else expendable like that.
Right.
And it was just too obvious, and it's sad that, she didn't get any more time to it, but I don't know. It is what it is. Do you like the... Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you like the William-Oliver dynamic?
I like it a lot, actually. Because we don't see, it's always, we talk about, like, single moms, on TV, and I actually thought it was really unique adult conversations being had between him and his son. Like, it wasn't, like, babied. Oh, like, you feel so bad, I'm gonna have, like, a big tantrum. Like, no, they, like, talked it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man to man, like, real conversation. Like, I feel this way. Oh, why? Blah, 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 blah. So I thought that was a really good way to do it. And one that maybe other shows would shy away from.
That's a good point. I feel like it was, on Williams' part anyway, way too TV drama, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously we have to give granted, like, I don't know how much time passed between the finale and the season premiere.
5 months or something?
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, I don't know, 5 months is a long time, and, like, I get his mom is dead, and now he found out that this is his father, and
right.
It's a lot of emotions for a kid his age, but I don't know. Seems a little much.
So his dad is the mayor, the Green Arrow, knows that he was on the same island that killed his mom, if not partially responsible. You know what I mean? And then, like, he's not only that, but he's never around to, like, help out.
I don't know. I get it, but I feel like it's too much. And it's because, it's just, just like I said with The Flash, like, with Iris's feelings towards Barry not being back and not showing it. Like, I feel like you're just telling the audience to just accept it for what it is and not showing it. And it's just like, I don't know. I would like to have seen a little bit of it.
Of him, like, acting out, or?
Or, like, in the time in between of, like, okay, yeah, this is what's going on. You know, I don't know. Something should have been shown to bridge that gap.
Behalf. Yeah.
To bridge the gap between the finale and the premiere.
I think we might get that, though. I think we might get that via some flashbacks.
I mean, we didn't get to speak about this because it's been 2 weeks already, or 3 weeks. But, like, I didn't like how the season premiere was of Arrow. Because you went from the island exploding.
Right.
And then, like, it was like, smart in a way, like, they kind of, like, brought in a character here and there to be like, okay, you're alive,
right.
You're alive. But, like, you just can't go from that last scene of him just looking and the whole island's exploding, and then you go in like nothing happened.
It feels like...
I'm being serious.
I know.
And I was just like... And I'm watching this, I'm like...
You're like...
Yeah, because I'm like, if everything's exploding and you come back and like months later on this cliffhanger, and like everything is back to normal. And I was just like... Wait a second, can we just like... And then like, they went back a little bit, but like, that was definitely...
Oh, they didn't go back very much.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
It was just like... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're dead. Oh, my sister's unconscious, whatever. Oh, Slade's fine.
Yeah.
And like, oh, here's Diggle, and we saw like, getting hit or whatever.
And then Black Siren comes back like right away and just into...
Oh, yeah, we had that scene with...
I didn't really care for that.
No.
They need to find, like, an actual way. If they're going to keep bringing Black Siren, it needs to be, like, some kind of depth to it. Like, I just don't understand they just keep popping her in.
They just, I don't know. I feel like almost like appeasing the fans because they were so pissed that Katie Cassidy's character was killed.
I would honestly like to know if the creative team regrets doing that. You know? Because it was a good instrument. It really did push the show forward. That's undeniable.
Yeah.
And we're complaining about the Lian Yu explosion.
Yeah.
Non-meaningful deaths. You know? That's probably the most meaningful death in Arrowverse history is Black Canary. The way that they used it to kind of push Oliver's narrative forward. You know?
I guess. I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about that death. Like, why? Because we already had Sarah die.
Right.
And I know she came back, so it kind of negates that. But, like, the Canary died twice.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I see it. Like, okay, Sarah's death was way more impactful for me, personally. Because I actually liked the character. And moving forward, it brought Katie Cassidy's character as the Black Canary. And it pushed a lot of things moving forward. You know, Thea and... Malcolm and Detective Lance. Like, it affected so many people. But, like, Katie Cassidy's death was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
To me, anyway. So, like, her death was meaningful, yes, and, like, I love how it played out in the hospital before she died. But it was just, like, on paper, it was supposed to be more impactful, but I felt like the execution wasn't.
That's true. Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like, I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be a bigger deal than it was.
It was because of the whole Damien Dark.
Maybe because the season sucked. Yeah. Maybe. That's why.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I don't know.
It was like a terrible end to like a mediocre kind of, what's the word? Mushy, like, what's that word? Clouded kind of a themed season, you know?
Yeah. I felt like Katie Cassidy as the Black Canary wasn't the Black Canary yet.
Yeah.
Like, it needed like another year or two.
Right.
And if he wanted to kill her, then maybe it would have been better timing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if there was anything like behind the scenes, like did Katie Cassidy need to leave? I don't know. And they just had to kill her off for that reason. I don't know if there was anything like...
Or maybe they had the Dinah Drake thing planned all along. Because I think on paper, Dinah Drake is a better Black Canary. You know?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
I agree with that from the get. No offense to Katie Cassidy, but...
Has nothing to do with Katie.
No.
It has to do with
the
way who her character is.
Yeah, like I felt like Dinah Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way she carries about herself is way more Black Canary than Katie Cassidy was. But Katie Cassidy, as part of the show from the very beginning, was like very important to the show. You know, so I don't know. It's just I understand why people were upset, and I understand why the writers did what they did. But I don't know. The timing was off. I don't know.
The timing was off.
Where are we going with this again? Oh, Black Siren.
Yeah,
why?
we just talk. Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah.
Like Black Siren. Like she's a part of something this season, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and we said this even last season was like put her on Legends, you know, put Black Siren, like reform her. Or be like a kind of a tweener villain hero like Captain Cold and Heatwave were. And just like put her on the team and have her redeem herself in a way.
That seems too easy though.
I know, but it would have been like, and then have that connection with Sarah as like her sister, but not really sort of thing. I think that would have pushed that show and Katie Cassidy's Black Siren character forward even more than they're doing right now.
Yeah.
But to keep going back to the same thing like Captain Lance, did they not resolve that in like the end of last season?
I know. The problem
like,
is...
I thought they resolved that whole thing like, okay, yeah, you're not my daughter.
Yeah.
And now we're bringing them back, oh no, that's my daughter, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we're going to still go back to that?
Yeah.
Shit.
The problem is, though, I think, is that they can't kill Black Siren.
No.
That's the problem, I think.
You mean the writers can't kill?
No, they can't kill her.
No, because then we'd be pissed off all over again.
They can't kill Katie Cassidy's character again. I think that's really the problem. Is that they just have nothing to do with her.
Just put her back on Earth, whatever she was from.
Yeah, but I feel like she brings in a lot of viewers, so...
I mean, she could be in the season and, like, be a part of, like, the big villain plot of the season, which we haven't figured out yet, right?
Yeah, I think it probably surrounds all vigilante stuff, but, you know, we had the Richard Dragon thing, the Anatoly thing.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had the Richard Dragon thing yet. That's right. Yeah, we don't know how the season is. We're going to have the third episode tomorrow from this recording, when we're recording it.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll learn more about it.
I mean, the plus is, I thought I saw a trajectory for the season, and that Dig thing threw a wrench in it. I did not see that coming.
No, I didn't see that coming at all.
So, I mean...
Like, because he was already exonerated, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, this was doctored or whatever. So we don't know who sent the picture. That's the mystery, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't Anatoly. He said, no, I'm a good man or whatever.
I'd say it's Vigilante.
Well, why?
Vigilante, we already know, is someone that we know and the team
and knows that's Oliver?
Oh, yeah.
But why would he doctor it?
I just think to just get Oliver,
off his game,
paranoid.
I mean, I'm sure if he was close enough to Oliver, that they could get a picture of him in an arrow suit.
But are we sure it was doctored?
Yeah, they mentioned that at the end of the episode.
Interesting.
That Mr. Terrific and Felicity found the photo, and they found traces of it being doctored, and then released that to the news people. Mm-hmm. So the news people knew it was doctored already.
Yeah. That's
how he got off. No, but now, like, okay, now you can be Green Arrow again, and I guess the FBI is still on your ass about it.
Yeah.
Which is why he's putting Diggle into it.
Right.
But because Diggle's still like a wanted man, right?
Is he? Yeah, he is.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, he can be the Arrow for now, and while he could do his mayoral stuff, but I don't know.
Would it be terrible if Star City just knew he's the Green Arrow?
But as the mayor?
Yeah.
Not when he's the mayor, no.
Yeah. Has that ever happened like in the comics? Like
they found out he was Oliver Queen.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But not when he's mayor. He can't do that while he's the mayor. They'd be like, no, you can't do that. So if he doesn't become mayor anymore, then maybe they find out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They went to this well way too many times, and I hope they change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they already done it with Roy, and Roy had to sacrifice his life.
Yep. They did it with that Susan Williams already last season, right?
Oh, that's right.
Whatever happened to her?
She just left, right?
I don't know. There's still probably a theory out there that she's vigilante.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I always thought Vigilante's outfit was weird. Like, looked his head looks way too small for the body. I'm being serious. Like the I guess there's too much padding on top.
Yeah.
And I guess it could be a woman under there.
Oh,
so
I see.
It could be. I feel like there's like something like body armor or something that's covering everything. And the head.
You mean
looks,
like the chest area?
Yeah, like just it looks too big for the head.
Right.
So I mean, it could be a woman, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, but I still think it's Lance.
I don't think it is.
I'm gonna stick to it, even though I'm not believing it anymore.
Fair.
I'll stick to it just in case.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, the Anatoly stuff is fine, because they haven't resolved that yet. Diggle being Arrow now. I kind of like Terrific not being on the field as much.
He's better now, though. And also, Wild, I'm not really convinced about Wild Dog's new costume.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen enough to be like, okay. Like, I don't like the mask.
Like, granted, he needs something better, but, like, that's the classic costume. You're gonna fuck with it, you know?
He looked way too Casey Jones.
He's supposed to be just that, though, you know?
Yeah, I know, like a low-budget vigilante. I get it, but I don't know.
But, I mean, yeah.
Maybe the cast is too big now.
You mean the team?
I like Terrific not being on the field, though.
Yeah.
I like it, like him just stay back with Felicity.
Well, with Oliver not there anymore, I can imagine we'd see more.
Maybe. Because you don't need Diggle as Arrow, Canary, Wild Dog. Is that it? 3? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not convinced Diggle as Arrow is gonna work out.
No, it's not.
Like,
no way.
Yeah.
Like
sorry.
Like he could stay as Diggle. Like he's his own thing.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But yeah, I don't even know what's this episode going to be about. I don't remember.
I think
just
Diggle getting acquainted, yeah.
And everyone finding out and like, oh, you're the new Arrow.
Right.
And I feel like the Black Canary thing is going to be like, did you tell him about your problem?
Yeah.
No, and you're not going to tell him either.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be like, motherfucker.
It's my business.
It's my business. I'm like, yeah, until someone dies.
Yeah.
Like, Wild Dog almost died because of you. Canary almost died because of you.
Right.
That's the thing I told you. I'm like, okay, yeah, you could be the Green... Okay, let me talk first. You're the Green Arrow. And he was just like, okay, cool, whatever.
I'll take it.
And I was like, oh, you were going to tell me something? Oh, no, never mind. It's just like, okay, sure.
Yeah. I'm surprised he even said yes that quickly, because Dig usually just ponders on stuff a little bit longer.
I thought him... Because he was pretty much like, accepted that, yeah, I'm not myself.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's just like,
he wants to
yeah.
be something else. Someone else. So that's what Stephen Amell meant when he said the intro was gonna give a big spoiler. Because, like, back in Heroes and Villains, Stephen Amell was like, I can't recite the new intro for you because it'll give away a huge spoiler. And that's what he meant, because I bet you on Thursday, Diggle's gonna be the one doing the intro voiceover.
Maybe.
I guarantee
That'd be cool.
I know it's happening.
Okay.
I know it's happening.
You know it's happening. You watched the episode already.
No, but it has to be happening. That's what's happening. Guarantee it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see very soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Arrow for now.
Yeah.
As we saw, like, we talked about this on the last episode about Flash premiere. Like, it kind of fell flat, and I felt Arrow felt the same way to me. But as we saw in this week's episode, the Flash has gotten back on track.
Yeah.
I feel, or we feel. So hopefully this will be the week Arrow gets back on track.
Yeah, I've enjoyed Arrow, I think, a little bit more than you have.
Okay, yeah.
But I thought the Flash this week was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a really enjoyable episode. Didn't ever feel like there was any moments that weren't
unnecessary.
Right.
Oh, the pacing was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pacing was like origin story, like tied into the back and forth between the past and the present, and then the new status quo between the new team now and Harry showing back up,
right.
and then Wally's thing, and then the main plot.
Yeah.
And then the subplots with the wedding and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Which were really funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a good mix of action. It was a good mix of plot development and humor.
Yeah, absolutely. That's well put. And I think also we'd be remiss if I didn't mention that I think they've really stepped up their acting this season, all of the cast. Mm-hmm. I mean, Tom Cavanaugh has always been the standout. But some of the performances from Candace Patton and Grant Gustin, I feel like this week have begun to kind of match that level that Tom Cavanaugh brings.
Yeah.
And sometimes, did you notice Keenan Lonsdale's Australian accent in one of the lines?
No, I didn't when it came out.
Oh, yeah, it was. But, he can I think it's because he doesn't have many lines. I can imagine if you're, standing in a scene and not saying anything, you only have one line, it's not going to come out perfect. You know what I mean? But the scene between him and Tom Cavanaugh, I thought was really good.
Okay.
And it kind of made me want more of the character, but now he's, gone. So.
Yeah. I mean, talking about Candace Patton, I've always been harsh on Iris in the show, and she's getting way more likable.
Oh, yeah.
Every episode, she's becoming way more likable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We still don't understand if she lost her job or not.
I think she quit.
No, she quit? Okay. So does she get paid to do that? To work at Star
Phil's
Labs?
how do they have money for this deposit?
I don't know. Where do you get this money from? I know he's a CSI still,
Yeah.
but, where are you getting the money from? Star Labs? I don't know. You need two incomes in this world, man.
Maybe Barry's got some he's going on missions with Captain Cold on the low. Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, this episode was really enjoyable. The villain was great. I meant to ask you off camera about the ending with Joe.
Oh, in the house, you mean?
Yeah. That was an odd scene.
When he said he'll give away the house?
No. Did you watch to the very end?
I think. What'd he say?
When he was talking, what's his girlfriend's name?
Cheryl or?
Yeah, when they were sitting down and
it's not Cheryl, but
I don't whatever her name is. They were talking about. She's like, okay, let's keep the house.
Yeah.
And then she says something else. You didn't get no.
What did she say?
That she's pregnant.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. And Joe's face.
I was like.
I think I saw a meme, and it was Joe thinking about going back in time.
Because his reaction, the camera was on him.
Yeah.
And talking about good acting, he just went from happy to a grave feeling just went over him.
Mm-hmm. The Kanye West meme. Yeah.
Because okay, talking about ages, how old is she?
Younger than him.
Yeah, definitely. But he's what?
40
something,
he's
almost
gotta
50.
be 40 something. Yeah.
Almost 50, right? In the show.
Maybe.
Maybe she's early 40s.
Yeah, it's definitely possible these days.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's just I don't know. His face was dread.
They haven't even been together that long.
No, they haven't. It was just dread. I mean, the time skip too.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Between the finale and now.
Oh yeah.
So they've been almost a year now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Clearly, it wasn't planned.
Clearly, he thought he was shooting blanks. I guess.
Other options, but
it's called contraceptives.
Yeah. Phil's got the word. He's
did she think she was menopausal?
That's
or something?
what I never get in these shows. It's I'm not really sure how it's a surprise. I get that things happen 1 in a million, but in the shows there seems to be it seems to be pretty common where you have an unexpected.
I wonder if they'll explain oh, I thought I was menopausal, but I guess I wasn't.
Yeah.
Phil's
I want answers.
Because his face was oh shit, man, I thought I pulled out.
Yeah. It was though. It was because I was waiting for him to be his expression was like he was gonna burst out and be no.
Now he's impossible.
Yeah.
I got a vasectomy. Impossible. Yeah. You told me you got your tubes tied, girl.
His eyes are watering.
Yeah, he's gonna cry. Yeah. Oh my god, my life is over.
I thought that's really shitty though. Cooking poor kid Flash. Going away to stay with his friend, doesn't have a mom, his dad doesn't give a shit because fucking Barry Allen's fucking everything up, and then now Joe's gonna have another kid. Poor fucking kid Flash, what the fuck? That's such bullshit. I would be pissed if I was him.
That's funny.
He's standing there and he's right. No one even asked where he was or what he's been up to or if they needed his help. Kid Flash. Remember when he was well, you guys don't even know I'm here anyway.
I kind of tuned out that whole scene, to be honest with you. In fact, I was doing something else when when he said that he was leaving.
Yeah.
I caught that part and everything after that he missed.
Fair.
Completely missed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of zoned out. Oh, he's leaving. Okay. And that was about it. I'm
I don't care about the rest.
I'm okay, whatever. You're leaving.
Yeah.
You weren't doing anything anyway. Sad to say, but
That's the problem. It's not his fault. That's I just never understood. We've talked about this previously.
Yeah.
What is the writer's agenda with the character? I just never really understood.
They're so they want Barry to be the Flash. You know? And we said this before. Like Barry was not the Flash for a whole generation of fans. Like it was always Wally. So when it's Wally and it's like, but we want Wally. We like Wally, and it's like, no, here's Barry.
Yeah.
who's kind of like I base my I didn't read Flash comics. I'm not a big fan of the Flash. So Wally is just kind of a mystery to me.
Yeah.
But I go off the Justice League cartoons, and that's Wally. And he's jokey and this and that. And I'm not saying Keenan Lonsdale, whatever his name is, isn't. But they make Barry seem more like Wally.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a combination of the two.
Right.
So it's okay, yeah, it's Barry, but he kind of like Wally to appease to the Wally people, Yeah. So I don't know what they want to do with him.
The vibe I get with Barry and Wally is Barry is the geeky one who doesn't try to be funny, but he is. And Wally's more of a jokester, pranky kind of a funny.
But we talked about this in the last episode where it was it would have been cool if they brought Wally in when Barry was older already.
Yeah.
So he could play the mentor role because he can't play the mentor role right now. Right. He has tried, but it's
I don't think that Barry can provide that to him, and I think that's just why the character. I thought it was a good move. Was just that. He needs to just leave because he's not going to become the Flash that we have envisioned and the fans have envisioned and the writers envisioned unless he leaves this team atmosphere and hopefully goes to Legends.
Yeah, because Young Justice.
Right.
Right? So there's a Wally and there's a Barry.
Right.
And it's the dynamic is there. It's just okay, he's the mentor and he's a teenager and this guy's 30 years old. Right. So it's the mentorship is there, it's established, and then he goes on his own with the team. Right. But it's already established oh yeah, I've been the sidekick for years. Yeah. So they have that dynamic. And here it's just we're almost the same age. Mm-hmm. They're not too far apart. And then, there's no other speedster. Right. So it's he needs to be the mentor because he's been the speedster the longest. So what do?
Put him on the Teen Titans live action series.
They could.
They could. I mean, that would be dope.
If they were connected, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. I forgot to bring up on the first episode of Arrow. He name drops Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. Phil, you're that was fucking crazy.
It was crazy. I didn't think they'd ever do that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I think Jeff Johns is a huge Gotham fan. He's always tweeting about it.
No.
Yeah,
I can't.
You need to give it a chance.
I gave it a year and a half. That's
no,
enough.
You didn't.
I did give it a year.
Season, did you?
I gave it a whole season and a half.
I mean, things change.
It's not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. To be,
I honestly will say I didn't. It's not that I disliked the show. It was just too much for me. With all the rest.
Same. The first. You don't go through a whole season without kind of enjoying it. Mm-hmm. So I did kind of enjoy it for what it was, something that's its own thing. Yeah. But it became a chore. Yeah. And that's
to keep up with.
Yeah, it's I'm not enjoying it as much. So why would I, keep up with it?
I should have watched it this summer, but I always. Once I stop covering TV, I don't watch any TV. I'm just I can't do it.
Yeah, it's
I'm going on movies binge now.
Especially in the summertime, yeah.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do is sit in your hotbox room
watching 20 episodes.
Yeah.
Nope, no, thank you. But anyway, sorry for that aside because I was oh yeah, Bruce Wayne, yeah. So
but no, that's pretty much it with the Flash. I mean, we got to know a little bit about the Thinker's plan.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. When he first came back, the Flash came back in the first episode. Mm-hmm. He you would think it was a throwaway scene that he ran into a bus or whatever. Yeah. And now everyone who was in that bus has been, I guess, the driver too.
Oh yeah.
That they're all exposed and became metahumans.
To dark matter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which I'm not quite sure how that works, but.
I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
because I'm the particle accelerator. I don't think it had anything to do with dark matter.
I think it did a little, right?
Maybe I feel like it didn't.
Some sort of matter,
And why is there dark matter in the Speed Force?
I don't know.
Yes, I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to think about it.
Lots of Speed Force science.
This is superhero science. I don't want to talk about it. So talk about time travel.
How are you liking a Thinker?
It's intriguing enough.
Yeah. I think it's funny because we already know how Barry defeats him. Remember when he went to 2024 and I forget who tells him that he used a cerebral inhibitor to stop the thinker. So it should be interesting to see.
I wonder if going back in time changed anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure not a lot of people are thinking about that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe. I'm intrigued about his plan. Like, are we gonna see him actually fight, or are he just gonna like send a bunch of people out?
I'm wondering if I always wonder this every season, is that I want Vibe to come in, because this seems like a villain for Vibe more so, Vibe hasn't even, well, with Breacher and Gypsy, he should be learning more about his powers and how strong he actually is.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason he shouldn't be able to disrupt whatever the Thinker's situation is.
Well, I don't know. It depends on what the Thinker's powers are. Is it just psychic? Is it just mental? Because Vibe has nothing to do with being mental.
Well, he can suppress, For example, I think the Thinker he's definitely like emitting something, and it working the same way like Professor X. He kind of wears this thing to enhance his abilities and make them more accurate, right? The Vibe's got to be able to kind of put some sort of a damper on the suppress.
Maybe he could be able to tap into like the vibrations or the frequency of what he's doing, but I don't know. We don't know. We're not gonna know until we actually see a Thinker in action.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if he ever out.
It doesn't seem like he can.
Yeah, that's what we haven't seen past his.
Like, maybe he'll just be in a giant robot.
Yeah.
In fighting. I don't
There's
know.
a reason I guess he has the samuroids,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like he could just see the future and read people's minds, maybe.
Who, the Thinker?
Yeah.
I don't even think he can. I'm not convinced.
You think he's just a precog?
I'm not convinced he can see the future. I feel
like he can. A little bit, at least.
I feel like he can see steps ahead. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe not the
like
full future.
Yeah, like he's so smart that he can outthink it and like predict what's gonna happen.
Right, and I think his brain works at super speed, and I feel like that's why he's interested in the Speed Force, because that's what makes Barry able to have his physical speed, but Barry's mind still doesn't run at super speed, and I feel like that's might be what the Thinker is after. Tapping into that Speed Force energy to somehow enhance his own, and maybe if he's disabled, maybe he wants that to figure out a way how he can be like physically.
That's intriguing you bring that up because Barry's mind can become fast too when he's reading things,
right?
Or watching TV. He can watch like 5 seasons of Game of Thrones in like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but that's only because time is slower for him. It's not necessarily because his brain is.
I feel like his brain is just like when he's reading a book. I feel like the electrical signals in his brain are moving way faster.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because time
I think that's why he
is
could
slower.
heal Phil too.
I don't know. I'm not convinced, but I see where you're going, and I bet in the comics that that's something that a speedster can harness.
Yeah, like I don't know if he could do that like all the time.
Maybe that's how he'll defeat the Thinker.
Maybe that's what the Thinker wants it too.
Yeah.
Like, I could like learn way faster with the Speed Force.
Right.
Maybe.
Kind of like how Wells studied the Flash for so long to then kind of get him trained up enough to steal speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he could go back to the future.
Right. So it might be something like that, which that build-up was very good.
Yes, it was. Because we didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Or why he wanted to do any of this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the intriguing part. It's like, okay, we already know him. Like, we see the villain for the season. And that's what I was, like, afraid of in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about that in the last episode. Where it's like, okay, now we've seen him. Is he really the big bad of the season?
Right.
Like, for 20-something episodes, we're going to have the Thinker here.
Well, I think it's smart the way they do it, and I think it plays into the comedy is that, the Flash has always succeeded, I think we said this last time, with the villain of the week formula, and the Thinker kind of gives them an excuse to do that.
Yeah, but like for 20-something episodes, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the crossover will take away from that. If there's another Gorilla City thing, they could take away from that. A musical episode, they could take away from that.
No.
But
please, Lord.
But I am enjoying. Like, I was skeptical, but I'm liking the direction it's going for sure.
I'm wondering if they'll resolve the Thinker early, and then kind of bring on a new something later, because that's something they haven't done. They usually wait till the last minute, but they've had to have learned their lesson.
The mid-season finale will be telling.
Yeah.
Well,
That's coming up though. That's not much longer after the crossover.
Yeah, it's like
2
in
weeks,
December.
maybe?
It'll be in like early December.
What do you think? Like the 13th? They wouldn't go past into the 20s. Right?
No. That's too close to the holidays.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't know
the
schedule,
calendar.
Because it just seems like the crossover's so jam packed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Than to have like one more episode to resolve everything.
Yeah, the crossover and then.
I bet Legends will not have any more because it's got the shorter season.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like I feel like. I think 3-4 episodes after the crossover.
Yeah.
I think that'll be enough to resolve whatever they want to do.
Right. And hopefully the Diggle as Green Arrow thing will be resolved as well.
He won't be Diggle by after the
Yeah.
crossover for sure. I think he'll lose it either the week before. Well, I'll say 2 weeks though.
Maybe this is how Colton Haynes comes in because Diggle is like struggling, needs someone to help him, and Oliver's not available.
That could be.
I would love to see fucking dig and fucking.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I still want to see Colton Haynes like visit Thea in the.
Yeah, he needs a visitor. Where the fuck you at, boy? What the fuck?
He doesn't know what's going on. I don't think anyone knows where he is. He's in Bloodhaven, right?
I thought he was in Hub City.
Oh, Hub City.
Maybe not though. Where's Bloodhaven?
They mentioned Bloodhaven a few times.
Oh, okay. And now that we got Blue Valley as well.
Now that Bruce Wayne's a thing in the Arrowverse, Bloodhaven's the Nightwing's place.
Interesting. That's interesting.
So that'd be dope.
Maybe.
Oh man,
when the series ends, yeah.
When they announce everything about Teen Titans and that'd be cool. What's it gonna be on the DC service or whatever? Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's gonna be tied in. Probably not.
Yeah,
if they bring Keenan Lonsdale over to that Teen Titans show, that would be so crazy.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because then, like, you could do Nightwing because they already mentioned Bruce Wayne.
Right. Feels like I got a pitch.
Well, because they already have Starfire, Raven, and then Beast Boy.
I don't think they're gonna bring him over.
No, they wouldn't.
They don't fit. But
if they're all like that age,
he needs to go on Legends because his interactions with Steel were really funny. White Canary can teach him more about time travel than Barry Allen could ever do. You know what I mean?
He doesn't need to be taught, like, don't do anything.
Yeah.
Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it.
I would love to see him, have, like, him and Jax could become, like, best friends. Mm-hmm. Like, who are Wally's friends? I swear to God, the kid is just abandoned out in the streets of Central City.
Because they weren't his friends. It's like your older brother's friends.
Right.
And, like, his older sister's friends.
Yeah.
And they're not my friends. I'm just associated because of my brother or my sister or whatever.
I'm sorry, but I'm disappointed in the way the writers treated him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm, like, not over it.
I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised because it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have too many speedsters.
Yeah.
It's good that they got him away. And I figured, it was like when they said that and they announced it, I'm like, oh, they did it sooner than I thought.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, CGI-wise, the Reverse Flash is gone on Legends. You know what I mean? They have the budget for a speedster. We already know that. So.
And like on Legends, you don't need to be a speedster all the time,
Right.
But yeah, I'm interested to see that. I need to go watch Legends now.
It's very good. Yeah.
I know because when I binge it, I like it.
Yeah.
But I can't dedicate a week. Every week.
It's like so ADD though that like at 9:00 at night after the Flash, I can't pay attention because it's
I completely forget it's on after.
Yeah, it's so ADD.
Forget.
You don't watch it right away, so it just comes on and usually I'm writing something, so it's like on in the background, and then I still have like no idea what the fuck's happening because the pace is like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I know
it's
what
like
you mean.
It's like really fast.
Yeah.
So, and there's always some crazy costumes, and I'm like, where the fuck are you? Who the fuck are these people? Like, what time is this? And I'm like, I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, Legends is one of those shows, like, if you're not paying attention, you're not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to know what's happening.
Yeah, but they introduced Zari this episode, so it was cool.
Oh, the new hero?
Mm-hmm.
Osiris?
Well, that's
Isis.
her brother, I think, maybe. She's Isis, and he's Osiris, I guess?
Yeah, Osiris is another Shazam person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's Isis, yeah.
Is it Isis or I'm like, I want to say Isis.
No, it's Isis, because, like the Egyptian god, right?
Right.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Oh, also, it's Adelan, not Attilan. Yeah, by the way. I've been watching, I caught up on
my god,
humans.
you completely, reminded me, I gotta catch up on that.
Do you, though?
No, it's not any good, it's not worth it?
It's so, like...
It's not better? It hasn't gotten better?
No. know. I mean, it's gotten, like, expectations for it at least. Like, I know what to expect when I turn it on, but, like, for the love of God, nothing's happened. It's been, like, 5 episodes. They're still running around in the forest.
Like, I noticed,
like oh,
Medusa
God.
and Black Bolt found each other, and then that was it.
Oh,
like,
my
I saw someone
God.
tweet that out, and I'm like, oh, okay, I need to go watch this show. Completely forget to watch this show.
It's like, I'm like, dude.
That's sad, because I love the Inhumans.
I swear to God, it was written in, like, 2 weeks. Like, I just, like, can't imagine how long.
I wouldn't be surprised, considering it was supposed to be a movie.
I just, like, there's just... Who edited it? Like, who edited that script?
Yeah, it's like
I'm
glad it's only half a season.
I feel terrible for those actors, but...
I hope... They should have just had them on S.H.I.E.L.D.
I know.
And then go off to do their own thing. Damn.
Just had one special origin episode for them or something.
Yeah, like this season should have been S.H.I.E.L.D. and Humans.
Yeah.
Like, with the royal family, figuring out, like, with the Civil War going on. That's literally all it had to be. And then they had their own spin-off show or miniseries where they actually do something else.
And now they're, like, stuck in Hawaii. Like, oh, like, really?
Whatever, they got a free
Good
trip.
for Hawaii, though, for
They
that
got a free
filming
trip.
money. Like,
They got a free trip to Hawaii.
yeah,
the
well,
actors, so
I'm
good for
sure
them.
that some of those in those costumes that were, like, probably so hot, but...
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it now. To have to catch up.
I mean, it's...
I want to catch up because I like the characters, and I feel like it will tie into S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot.
Yeah.
So.
It's just, yeah. I won't say any more, but it's not tying into S.H.I.E.L.D., it doesn't seem like. So.
Really? It's too early to tell.
Is it, though? Because there's only, like, 4 more episodes.
It has to tie. You're not on the
Feels
moon.
like it has to.
You're on the moon, and they're on the moon.
But they're not on the moon, so...
S.H.I.E.L.D's not on the moon?
Well,
Adelan is on the moon.
Well, they're not on Adelan.
No, they're not, but they're going to get back to Adelan.
Do you think so?
They have to. What, Maximus is going to just be up there by himself? I don't know. They have to come back.
I don't think S.H.I.E.L.D. on the moon. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s not on the moon.
You don't think they're on the moon?
I saw 15 minutes of the first episode.
You don't think they're on the moon?
No.
Where are they?
I have yet to publish my theory, but I don't want it to get lost, you know? I gotta wait till it's, like, trending or something to publish my story about it, but... I don't think they're on the moon. Yeah.
It looks like the moon to me. Unless they're on another planet,
I think they're on an alternate, like, dimension.
They could be on another planet, I guess.
I think they're in, like, a different dimension, though.
How did they get to another dimension, though?
There's just some signifiers that they might be... And then Clark Gregg said something about Ghost Rider's abilities tying into introducing an element of space travel that may be related to the season. You know how he, like, does dimension hopping and stuff. I just got the impression there is something that wasn't time travel, something that wasn't so straightforward as space, something was like that were so similar but off about these new people they meet, and it's just something seems not right, and I don't know if it's as straightforward as just time travel or as straightforward as just being in outer space. I think there's something else happening. So I'm just not sure.
I think that might be, I'm going to stick with the moon. Because, I don't know, it just makes more sense to me, but...
Well, I'll tell you this, they're not on anywhere stationary.
Oh, okay.
Either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not on any sort of planet.
What, are they on a Death Star or something?
They're just on, like, a ship, yeah.
Okay.
So...
But it's not Sword.
It's definitely not Sword.
Okay.
Jeff Loeb said that.
You could just say that, though.
Well, they don't have the rights. It's X-Men created.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's a stupid loophole.
Yeah.
That's barely X-Men.
So I'm like, what are they going to do with Captain Marvel? How are they going to explain what she's been up to? Because she's clearly been running some kind of...
Maybe she got sent to another dimension.
Yeah, that's true.
And then she's like, whoa, I'm back, and I'm from the 90s. Like Star-Lord is stuck in the 80s or the 70s or wherever he's from.
Yo, oh man. It's hard to imagine because I'm really excited for Captain Marvel, but like that Black Panther is coming out so soon. Oh my fucking god. I'm so fucking psyched.
And Thor like next week.
Yeah. February 18th is not far away. As we get older, these years just keep passing.
I know. 2018 is going to be crazy.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But with the Flash and Arrow, and on that note, did you have anything else to add, Phil?
No.
Yeah.
Just It's what I like. The Gifted too.
Yeah, The Gifted is dope.
I didn't watch this week's episode, but damn, that show is really good.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I enjoy that show a lot.
Yeah, I was a little apprehensive, but I'll mention really quick, we talked about how we don't really know how this season's going to wrap up. They're just, or any kind of resolution is going to happen, and how the writing is going to handle that. It doesn't seem like these mutants are going to get anything they want or anything resolved.
Yeah, you're not going to go from where they are now to like, okay, no, it's okay.
Right.
Like, I can't imagine that, so where they go?
Yeah.
I guess maybe create their own X-Men again.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be able to do that.
Right.
Have their own sovereign nation, like Utopia or something.
Yeah, that would be dope, actually.
Or, was it Madripoor? Whatever Magneto's country was, I forgot his name. Utopia was Cyclops. Made that one up. They could do that. Where's it located? Are they in California?
I want to say New Orleans, but I don't think so.
You think that's New Orleans?
I don't... I can't remember, but it is in a real city.
If it's in California, Utopia could be a thing.
There's not in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Maybe
think it's on the...
Atlanta? I don't know.
Oh, you think it's on the East Coast?
I'm not positive. I'm mixing stuff up.
Okay, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
I mean, they could just move.
They could just... Well, it doesn't have to... It can make up a new... Yeah. But...
Yeah.
That's
so,
it.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're closing it out.
Yes.
We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully talk about Thor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. And maybe there'll be another surprise in store this week about the whole Diggle thing, you know?
Oh, yeah. Then we might have to, like...
Yeah.
Do a real quick thing about that.
Thor. I haven't seen a Marvel movie in what feels like so long.
What was the last one?
Spider-Man
Guardians?
Homecoming?
Oh, Spider-Man. That's right.
But
That's how much of an impact that left.
It really didn't leave an impact.
No,
I
not
will
even
say that.
Guardians
Yeah.
did. Guardians did. Like, I completely haven't thought about it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think Civil War was the last one I was like impacted by.
Right. Yeah. And we're still talking about Batman vs Superman, so it clearly had an impact. Even if it was terrible.
Wonder Woman too.
Yeah. Me crying in the theater. Oh man. Yeah.
For Wonder Woman?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. You go, girl. Go, girl.
All right, guys. We're closing it out. We'll see you next week.